I have no other way to put it, but it's just smokers don't understand how crazy smoking looks for non-smokers. They just don't. I was walking the other day. Generally in the streets you see people smoke, but I saw one in particular that I still remember when I was walking back home. He was like, and then a huge cloud comes out, like really big cloud. There was no air to push smoke away, and so I was looking like, how the hell did I inhale so much in one take into my lungs? It's just insane. Like, did I actually used to do that? And not only that, I used to smoke like good brands and bad brands, and hand rolled. And hand rolled is usually shitty. And so, like, did I actually do that? It's insane. But at the same time, I get why smokers can't see like this is a problem, because it's just smoke. It's just extra molecules in the air. It's not that big of a deal. So what I want to talk about in this video is that you're not crazy for thinking that actually smoking is insane, because it is. I just want to go through how insane it is to actually be a smoker. But first, if you're new to this channel, my name is Henry. I make videos about quitting smoking through identity first, then actually quitting. Like, I quit cold turkey. It's been 1 year. That's what I did, and that's what I teach. I'm not into pedestal talking, and I'm not into health scare videos. And I believe quitting smoking is a personal journey. And if you agree and find this appealing, subscribe to the channel, and we're ready to get right into it. So first, smoking doesn't look crazy socially because it is a social lubricant, naturally. I mentioned in one of my previous videos before that when you smoke, you make signals to other smokers that you are a smoker. And by that, your body means that we connect on some level. But what you find out is that while you share the cigarettes, most of the time, you are not sharing the same values, the same life, or the same direction. And so what ends up happening is that it is appealing to be in a group of smokers because it feels like they are uniting somehow, because there is a group identity here. But what's happening is that it's just hiding the defects and the deficits of everybody and everyone. And so what happens is that we as smokers saying that we have stories to share. And so from the inside, it looks like a group connection. I know this because I was a smoker too. I used to connect with people through cigarettes. I would hand them cigarettes, they would hand me cigarettes, and then we talk the talk, right? That's how we used to connect. But now I can't do that because I'm not a smoker. And so as a non-smoker, when I look from outside, it's a crazy picture. It's people sitting around together, pretending to care about each other while inhaling a toxin that is corrupting their reality and corrupting their thoughts. And they almost smelling the same air together. Maybe you're not social smoker. Maybe you are a lone wolf like me, right? And so it's just me, myself, and I, and a pack of cigarettes, and it takes me through the nights and stuff like that. So from the inside, basically it's 2 a.m. I'm looking from my window. I'm noticing how lonely the night is, and I am remembering what I've been through. And I'm calculating the next day because I have work to do. I have to move the needle forward. And I was a lost kid. I was listening to music, smoking one because I am becoming impatient for the next thing. So that was my inside look. But look from the outside. What's actually going on here? You would see someone who is trying to feel something. And to do that, they're using anesthesia, ironically. The nicotine consumption here doesn't serve the actual work. It serves the posture. It serves the image of me being impatient and preparing myself to do the work. It's really hard to see yourself from within. But as a non-smoker, you start to see this clearly. especially when you are alone with your thoughts and you are walking outside and there is no cigarette in hand. Maybe you just have a cup of coffee or something like that. I can tell you this, it's more or less the same. It's just cigarettes keep you stuck, but you won't see that because you are a smoker, of course. It's easier to be anesthetized than being real with your feelings. I know because I've been a smoker for 12 years and I carried a lot. And when I quit cold turkey, I had to face it all at once. Is it really crazy to quit smoking when you are perfectly comfortable in your cigarettes? Well, does it look crazy to destroy the entropy of your life just to quit cigarettes? Well, it does, of course, but it is less crazy than pretending that this is not a necessary sacrifice. It is a necessary sacrifice because we shouldn't have smoked in the first place, but we did, and we gaslit ourselves into believing that cigarettes somehow serve our lives. And now we are having some thoughts about quitting because we want to revert the past damage. And after doing this long enough, we are kind of looking back at ourselves, and usually it goes one way or the other. You either A, cope and avoid talking about quitting smoking and pretend that you are comfortably okay with smoking, or B, you actually start working on yourself and stop bullshitting, and you will find yourself quitting faster than you might think possible. And I clearly chose B. 1 year ago, I quit cold turkey, and I am a non-smoker till this day, and I think it will carry on because for me, it was a personal moment of me stopping to pretend that this is normal, that this is a right way to live. It's okay to just carry on smoking even if I have asthma, because life is too hard for now to quit, and all my friends smoke, and my ex-wife smokes too, and therefore quitting right now will shake the ground around me, and so that's not the right time. This is the final boss. This comes later. Right now I have to focus on what I have at hand. You become a non-smoker when you realize that this is the first step. This is not the last step. It is absolutely necessary to quit every addiction, no matter how acceptable it is socially, in order for you to move your life forward a bit, just a little. And this is a face-off that will either break you or be the fertile ground for a new version of you, the king version of you, that will build slowly, that will take control and do what's right for them. I don't know, when I think about it, this sounds less insane and less crazy than pretending we are friends just because we're smoking together. Or pretend that I love you just because I bought you a pack of cigarettes. I think it's only after I realized how crazy smoking is, I actually quit. And I hope now you do too. If this resonated with you, like the video, subscribe to the channel. I have more videos on this topic. Stay safe and take care. Goodbye for now.